Hi, Treasure. It's
Hi.
Q and Treasure today, sitting here on a Sunday. Thank you for joining me on a Sunday. You look cool and casual.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I won't keep you long because, I always every week I say this. It's Sunday, so I appreciate you taking the time out because this is a lot of days, a lot of people's day to kind of regain their energy for the next week coming. So I don't like to intrude too much, but thank you. But
Oh,
first, so Treasure owns a company called Pawstries, which is a super cute name.
thank
Can you tell us a little bit about what Pawstries is?
Of course, of course. So Pawstries is an all-natural, gluten-free pet treat business that I started in 2018. I am based locally out of Detroit, Michigan. Everything is online. All of my ingredients include everything that's natural, organic, and like I said, gluten-free. So everything that goes inside of the treats are everything that we can eat as humans, because I find that it's very important to feed our pets the same thing that we eat as humans.
Right. So what made you decide to do this, take this approach to dog treats? Was there something that happened or something you noticed?
So yes, so people ask me that all the time, like, oh, like that's like dog treats, cat treats, like that's different. But I'm actually an animal nurse, and I have two dogs. So my oldest dog actually ended up having an allergic reaction to store-bought treats. And that was back in 2018. So I was like, and I didn't know it at the time, but he lost weight. He started like losing hair, like started like scratching and like having hot spots. And I'm like, what's going on? So I took him to work, got an allergy test done, and it turns out that he had a gluten allergy, and then also a poultry allergy. So I was like, well, I can't read the ingredients, half of them on the back of the label of the treats anyway. So let me just start making my own treats. And that started Pawstries. So I'm like, pastries, but for pets, and they
Well,
have paws, so
that's why I love
Pawstries.
the name. It's so
Thank
cute.
you.
But
Yeah.
first of all, who knew dogs could be gluten free, right? Because it's such a small population of humans that are gluten,
Mhm.
allergic. So
Yeah.
to even know that a dog can have that type of allergy is, I think, pretty incredible to me to even hear. But okay,
Mhm.
so you are making them homemade. What
Yes.
types of ingredients do you use?
So I use gluten-free flour, I use eggs, so actually I'm also partnered with our local honey company, Detroit Hives. So
Okay.
they provide me with the honey that I use inside of my treats. And then of course, because I have a variation of flavors, but I use like bison, venison, like peanut butter, bananas, like things like that. So like everything is like all healthy, like no preservatives, no colors, no fillers, no nothing like that. So
Yeah,
those are just like
I
a
love
few of
that.
the ingredients.
I really do love that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So, I started
Yes.
this series because I was kind of thinking about COVID and how it's affected businesses. Some people started businesses, some people just dug right into their business after COVID. Did you
Mhm.
see any changes since COVID has began? Have you seen any upticks, downticks of your business since you began in 2018 during the COVID
Yes.
period?
Yes. I have seen an increase in business. It's unfortunate that this is like, or what I feel like is part of the reason why. But of course, when Corona hit, then everyone like went to a lockdown. Unfortunately, some people lost their jobs. So of course, like my clients, of course, I cater to pets, but of course, the owners are the ones that are purchasing the treats. So business kind of like dropped a little bit once we were just like all just like heavy in quarantine. And then after the George Floyd incident and, multiple, incidents with other, Black men, women, and children. And then it was the uptake in like, oh, like support Black businesses and, things like that. So I saw a very like a drastic, uptake in business. And like I said, I'm thankful for that. But it is unfortunate that that was the reason really that, made, people want to start supporting locally, Black
Right.
owned businesses. But yes, I have seen an uptake in business since COVID has started. So, like I said, I'm
That's
thankful, but
amazing
I
that
wish
you
that.
mentioned that because I'll tell you, I've read so many articles on COVID and how it has affected like Black business.
Mhm.
And more importantly than that, it's just the closure of Black
Yeah,
businesses. Black businesses have closed, I think, at three times the rate
yeah,
of our white counterparts. during COVID. And so like you said, that's true. After some of the Black Lives Matter type of issues we had this past year, there was like a huge support of, let's support Black businesses. We need to stand behind each other. We need to support one another. Other communities outside the Black community started to want to, support Black businesses. And like you said, it's very unfortunate that that event and others had to occur in order for some people to begin to see Black people.
Right, to recognize us. Yeah.
And know that, Black people are equally important, equally talented, and so I'm glad to hear that, that happened for you. And, it's just been a tough time for a lot of us for so many reasons, having a co-working space has been extremely challenging, as you may know, just from talking to you. But, the fear of being in people's company and fear of going outside of our home. And then there's a sense of like a little laziness now because we have all been, blessed to work from home and things like that. So yeah, I get, that whole thing, but it's been tough for co-working. And that's why I appreciate you because you did sign up for a virtual office.
Yes,
And, I always tell people it's super important to have an address, a brick and mortar address outside of your home and outside of a PO box or a UPS box, because here's the thing, when they Google that address, guess what comes up? PO box, UPS, or whatever place that you have it. But and with COVID and the programs that are available, a lot of them are requiring that you have an actual brick and mortar address, along in some cases a lease. So why did you choose to go ahead and sign up with Seek Detroit?
Well, so that was actually when you were explaining the benefits to me while I was there. And it's, of course, like, it's a beautiful place. I appreciate you for even just like allowing me to, come and visit and everything. It's great. But yeah, so just having like a physical address, just having like included in my little virtual office, I do get, one little free, trip that I can drop in and have my business, do my business.
Yeah.
But just pretty much just one, supporting another locally, Black owned business. And then having like I can get my packages, shipped there. Like I don't have to have like any hassle, like worrying about anyone like taking my packages off my front doorstep. And just also too, like having that extra security with a brick and mortar address that is listed with my business. So
that's true. And I can't tell you how much I stress to people, your home address should not be your business address. Anybody can Google you and go to your home. And when you are conducting business, it is important that you keep your business separate from your personal life. And you don't want any knocks at the door from some random angry customer who said, well, I know where they live. That's, and it just doesn't present a professional look to your business when you do that. So I truly appreciate you having some faith in us and trying us out. And we're just happy to have you. I love supporting small businesses, small Black businesses. I appreciate all of that. So I'm very, very excited that you joined us. And I just love your spirit. You're so cool and energetic. And I love what your product is. I love the fact that you're doing something like this because, what I have been really pushing to people in my community particularly is to step outside of your norm,
their comfort
step
zone,
outside of what we think the Black community wants, which is typically some type of retail boutique kind of thing or some type of hair or food, right? We are so much greater than all these other things. And not to mention, many of those things we have not yet tapped into. There are not many people of color doing certain product lines or services that we are fully capable of doing. So I really appreciate that you took a leap and did something, because guess what? That's the other thing that happened in COVID. Everybody bought a dog. Everybody bought a dog. I mean, it was like, for a lot of people, it was a perfect time to inherit a baby because, they were home. They were able to spend time. And as you know, because you have dogs and I have a puppy, it's a lot of work. And I mean, working a full-time job outside the home is tough when you have a newborn baby puppy. So a lot of people purchase dogs because they say, oh, well, I'm home. I have time now. I can train the dog. So this is like super incredible that, you know, you are around for this. And I really, really, really hope that your business continues to grow and, you know, you get nationwide and globally and all of that stuff because you so deserve it. Because like I said, I just don't think it's a market that's heavily tapped into from people of color. And so you deserve that acknowledgement. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate
So
it.
tell our good friends on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere that we know where they can locate you and how they can purchase Pawstry treats.
Will do. So you guys can check me out if you would like to purchase some treats. I do sell dog and cat treats at pawstries.com. You can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Pawstries with an underscore. And on Facebook, you can catch me at Treasures Pawstries.
Okay.
So that's how you guys can find me.
I appreciate that. And we will be posting the video. So if you need to hear it again, just hit the rewind button and you can, you know, hear where you can reach Treasure. We will also be tagging her on the video. I truly appreciate you sitting down with me for just a little bit today. Like I said, it's Sunday. It happens to be a very beautiful sunny day. So I hope you enjoy some of that. And my goals today are to clean, hopefully get the gardening done before it gets dark, hopefully, and just kind of relax the rest of the day and, you know, get on with my week. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, Treasure.
Thank you.
We will see you soon.
All right. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow, actually. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, cool.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.